Eldorado Fortress. It's a pretty interesting set, very modular. You can put it out one long thing or fold it together. I mean, I don't think, kind of as a long way, the pieces don't really necessarily work. They're great because they're thin in the back, but a lot of cool features. There's an interesting build. Lots of different weird techniques to gives it a kind of rough looking feel to it. The base, the stone island that it's built on is really interesting to build, but overall I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. The main base, a lot of work up in to build that. Cannons are pretty cool. Turn it around. It's got the hidden note in here, which is kind of weird because if you actually put it all together, it gets buried. But the governor's swarm, the doors going up, hiding down here. You got some gold in the barrel there. Right. By itself, it's kind of a weird with barely anything back here, but it looks good from the front. The next section's got a cannon, the table outside, which when it's put together, it actually ends up being over there next to the stove where it belongs. The trapdoor function is pretty cool. Get the ladder up to the top there. Barrel, the kegs underneath, which is kind of weird, along with a little froggy. It's supposed to be looking like it's leaking, which is kind of cool. But again, a standalone piece, if it's spread out, I guess it's okay. Cool little beach feature underneath, looks pretty cool. Entry crane is pretty cool. Got some little pistols inside the treasure chest there. Rotates. Good feature with the rolling up. Get the ladder inside. Some barrels and chests and supplies. You walk pass through down there. With the crab. There's the Jill with the ladder up to the top. The hatch that opens up to the treasure down below. Just hidden in the cave. Got your dead skeleton over here hanging out. The jail cell, which has the feature of taking out that, and you can lift up the false plate to get down there and the guys can escape. This is probably, out of all of it, this is probably my favorite section, just because it's the one that looks the most complete, I guess. It has the most hidden fun features. There it is, all laid straight out. Kind of looks pretty cool. There's like one piece like that, one long tower. I mean, the table on the end of the dock still looks a little weird by itself. There's no connection there, but the one piece that up here that looks odd by itself is now makes sense. It's connected, but I mean, it's kind of weird that kind of come across there and then have to go down the ladder and then get into the back. But you know, come down, have some stairs to the dock to get to the gantry, which is kind of weird again because there's no connection there. And those two pieces connect. So, I mean, I got it right. It's just weird at that point there, where there's no way to get from down here back up there. Here it is, and it's square shape, and I gotta admit, I like it a lot better this way, as everything kind of connects. I mean, there's a weak point there, but then you need access to the stairs. You can come around, you know, the walls all connect. And there's another kind of weak spot there, but overall, it kind of makes sense. That doesn't end up working very well. And then you got that weirdness back there. But if you're looking at it from the front, it looks like it works. You don't get to see any of the hidden stuff underneath, but overall, I think that works. Maybe there's a way to just put that one piece on the side there, which is, I think it's that piece. So maybe there's a way to connect that over there and kind of get that look. Keep everything else as it is. I don't know, we'll have to see, play around with it. It's got some modular ability to construction to move it around and play with it. So it doesn't have to stay like this. Not a big fan of this boat. The overall design of it just kind of looks lacking. I'm not sure why, but I would have been okay if this hadn't been included in the set. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes with a lot of minifigures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigures. A monkey. And it's got a bird who's around here somewhere. I think he's hanging out over there somewhere. I don't know. And a crab. But lots of nice detail in the minifigures and the rifles. I like that each one of the soldiers has a different head. So all unique. Nice work on the pirate. Pirate Queen, the other pirate. Could have used a couple more pirates to go with the dinghy, which is decent little thing. But overall, pretty cool little minifigures. They fit the set. And the monkey is just cool. And he's happy. It just barely fits in the space I had planned for it. All folded up. I can't fit suppose if I push it all the way back, I can fit the boat in front, which I'll do for now, but I really don't like the ship, so it's not going to stay that way. Yeah, that's just a tight fit. Not going to stay that way. I'll probably just take the boat apart, the ship apart, and store it and not display it, because I really don't like the way the ship looks anyways, and it blocks the view of the cool fort. And I can still fill out with some more minifigures and some more pirates and make a big scene. Because I mean, right now, the pirates are making a sneak attack at the guards that are fort people. I don't know what you call these two that are eaten. Overall, I gotta give Eldorado Fortress 2 studs out of 3. It's an okay set, but I can't decide if it wants to be a long one or a square. Because in either mode, there's just weird things like hanging balconies, exposed rooms, or when it's out straight, you can't get up into this area from the bottom. So I just can't decide what it wants to be. And even when it's closed off like this, you can't get into all the fun stuff inside. So they should have decided whether it was going to be a square fortress or a long spread out one and designed it that way. Being able to combine it just doesn't work because it's not perfect either way. So 2 studs out of 3. It's an okay set, okay build, but there's some issues with it.